Right, I've got a slightly different one now. Quite excited about this. It's going to bring out my inner geek a little bit. So there's a little bit of a twist at the end of this one. Um, it's another one I'm finishing in ink from a gig I did last night with the lovely crowd from Google Cloud, and it was set up by what they call 1331 events. So it was a boat party. It was lovely. Anyway, met some really nice people. Um, some of them I actually ended up doing as different characters. So let's see if you can guess which these ones will be before I get to the end. I'm going to take a little bit of time on this. They're both rather beautiful women, both with excellent hair, actually, which is one of the reasons why I'm actually going to be turning them into the characters that I will be. Yeah, let's get that music turned up a little bit as well. Nice bit of Beck in the background. Again, starting with the eyes. And it's the Uni Pin brush pen. Who's it by? Mitsubishi Pencil Co. They're brilliant. I think that's Japanese, isn't it? I mean, you know, they are superb with the old brushes and brush pens. There we go, look at that. She's already looking like a queen with those gorgeous eyebrows. Very on fleek. A bit of a twinkle in the eye. I mean, much as I always enjoy doing the face, and it's the most important bit, this one's going to all be about the hair. I've done the hair big style. This lady's got fantastic hair. It's got a nose ring. Again, less is more when you're doing the nose. Not too much detail, just quickly one line sketched out the base of the nose there. Nice big broad smile. Very friendly face, this one. I love drawing friendly faces. I'd always rather be drawing happy people than miserable people, so I'm very lucky in what I do. I get to draw a lot of happy, smiley people. Some very nice events. So I'll do the outline, the inside outline of the head to start off with. Mustn't get carried away with that before I've done the faces, because the likenesses are important. This one's got good. She's got good cheekbones there. I'll emphasise it with a little line there. Maybe a little line there. Just a fraction of a line will bring out the cheekbone nicely. That line there. I'm happy with that. Thin to thick, and back to thin again. Every little sweep of the pen is like a little art adventure. I love it. As Bob Ross used to say about happy accidents as well, there's always going to be a certain amount of happy accidents in your art. As long as you're supervising and guiding it and doing your best, observation is really key. So observing, guiding, but also really enjoying it and letting your art have a little bit of playfulness, letting your line have a bit of play. I'm trying not to cover too much of the drawing as I'm doing it, actually. Hopefully you can actually see the lines as they appear. It's hard not to get lost in that magnificent mane. I'm not going to do too much detail on the. There's going to be costumes involved here. There's going to be costumes involved. Hands are harsh and they're hard. Most of the time, unless I'm doing a piece that takes a while or a commission, I will sketch out hands very, very quickly. This one, I'm trying to give it a little bit of dynamism because the character, well, the characters of both of these ladies are strong. They're strong female characters. They're some of the strongest and most iconic, certainly in fiction. Trying to get just a nice dynamic hand going on there. Oh no, I can't sketch this bit yet. The sash there might give it away to some of the cognoscenti. Right, so I'm going to move on to the second face that's like this now. Here, look at these gorgeous eyelashes. Really on point. Almost Egyptian. The eyebrows quite arched, quite strong again. Sometimes I'll change the line ever so slightly, especially with the eyes, the detail. You might need to shift it. Even half a millimeter can make a difference. Again, it's about observation, refining if you need to, otherwise just going with the flow of the line. I always slow down a bit when I'm doing the eyes. This is where you have to be really controlled, not make a mistake. Half a millimeter wrong, it can look really off. That's not bad, like that. It's essentially got a less is more for the nose, just a couple of little marks. She's got this little Cupid's bow over the top lip, very lyrical. Again, I'm very much about trying to capture the poetry, particularly, I mean, in all faces, but I think particularly in the women that I sketch, I think it's really important. I think it's important not to actually give anyone traumas about the way they look and actually show them at their best, do them justice. Now, cheekbones here, awesome cheekbones. Look at that, cut glass with these, gorgeous. Just a light line there and a light line there just to emphasize the cheekbones that little bit. And actually the cheekbones are the reason why I've actually drawn her, this one here, as the character she's going to be. These characters are actually a marriage of two different comic book universes. One's an extremely well-known DC, maybe villainess, I don't know. I see her more as a sort of an anti-hero. She goes her own way. She goes her own way. She's a very strong character, this one. She's also been in a number of movies, played by different actresses. And I think one notable DC series as well. I'm going to give a lot away if I say from the 1960s. It's particularly camp, wonderful. And the reason why I'm doing her as this character is because all of the actresses who played her had amazing cheekbones, really amazing facial structures, which gave them that feline look, made them worthy of playing this character. More to the point, really, the strength of character as well it takes to do a credible version of this character. Fingers are almost going into claws here. I'm getting quite close to the point where I'll be revealing who the characters are. quite dynamic figure work on this one. Where did that tail come from? And is it a giveaway? If the tails aren't a giveaway, the ears might be. Get a little bit of a almost power thing coming out of the fingers here. This one's the Marvel character, another iconic strong female character. This one's more on the cosmic level. You don't mess with it. Either of them really, but you really don't want to mess with this one because you're going to end up reduced to ash or atoms. An effect in the background. This will be a giveaway, possibly, probably. Firebird effect in the background. I love doing these. I love just sometimes you've got to let the art be what it wants to be, and if a character suggests itself to you when you're sketching someone, gives it an extra little kick. Gives it a twist. People often appreciate it. I'll usually ask if people want to be turned into a character. And, well, I don't know how many cartoonists do it, but I think it's great fun. I'm a geek, so what can I say? I've been a geek since I was a kid. You might have to grow old, but you don't have to grow up. And being a geek and celebrating your fictional heroes, heroines, characters, that's all part of it. We are the stories we tell ourselves, I think, at the end of the day. There we go, the old block Sharpie lines coming out now. Love the old chisel tip Sharpie. Big character reveal coming on in a minute. Now the thing is, because I'm a geek, I have a lot of template sketches I've drawn for various characters. So it's good to have some classic poses and also be familiar with their outfits and whatnot. So there you go, Phoenix. This one here. What I'm going to do is sketching just a little bit, just enough of the detail to indicate who she is. A sort of stylized version of the wings. It becomes more obvious when it's inked in, and also when you get the colour. Just a whisper of curve there. And then this iconic sash that she wears that always looks really good when she's using her powers. You'll see it sort of waving around in the kind of shockwave. And then we have Catwoman. It's the cheekbones. It's all about the cheekbones with Catwoman. She's always played by actresses with incredibly beautiful faces and fantastic structure there. And cheekbones again, yeah, make her look quite feline, so that's what I'm going with. Sometimes it will be a complete surprise. These guys don't actually know that I'm doing them as characters, but I just think they were good. They were good sports on the night. They were good sports, and I think they'll take this well in the spirit in which it's meant. Okay. old chisel tip out, the black outfit. Just a little bit of an indication of light on the curves there, just to help model it, give it some shape. Be careful not to block it all in, just leaving enough light to model the form. Doesn't have to be detailed, just to suggest the form of the leg there. The Phoenix needs a little bit more work on the arms and the gloves. She's got almost this sort of, looks quite metallic or reflective substance on her hands. So not shading it as I would flesh, I'm just keeping it simple. A couple of lines to sort of denote reflectiveness. Get the rubber out, clean it up a little bit. Shaky cam, shaky cam. This one's a little bit detailed, so quite a few pencil lines to just tidy up here. Just leaving the clean ink line on top. You want to be careful if you're doing this, you make sure you get an ink that dries quickly. You probably want it to be alcohol based or spirit based, because if it's water based, it's more likely than not to smear as you get rid of the pencil lines if you want to use this technique. I'm all for working in pencil first and then working it over in ink afterwards. Right, so that's it, pretty much finished in pencil and ink. Now we've got to do these ladies some justice with the colouring. So let's get the hair colours first. A bit of red for the lips. Gold for the nose ring. And this is the reason why I did this one as Phoenix, actually, because that hair, lovely, fiery. What could she be except Phoenix? It's like sunrise or sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. Touch yellow there. Get the old sienna or dirty blonde colour coming out. Just a hint of that. Just looks to be drying up a little bit. I need a new dirty blonde. Tell me all. Yeah, it's still something there. It's still useful. Yeah. I think touch of red as well. Just go for it. Go with the flow and heighten that fiery colour. Some brown to finish off. Some touches. Just notice a little bit more black here on the shoulder. Another lick of hair there, and now I think it'll be good. What else do we need? I think possibly another colour on Catwoman. Deep blue, deep blue. Deep blue on the light lines. Here we go. And on the tail. Why not? Why not? Just a bit of playfulness. Dash a bit of colour on. Lovely. Yeah, that's nice. That pops. That pops. Right. Now then. Phoenix. Some light green. That's nice. That's actually quite strong right now. This is really popping now. Just that extra splash of colour really makes it zing. Sash. That's nice. Yellow on the sash, make it pop a bit more again. What, like this is going up. Bright energy colour, that yellow. Making it pop out again, and on the Phoenix emblem. There's still a little bit on the Firebird behind as well. On the back of my mind, if you thought that you were making your way to where the puzzle put together, it's a strange invitation. Don't want to overdo it on the purple, just a little touch. I might just add a little bit of flesh tone to this as well, just a little bit of light flesh tone. Bring out the cheekbones nicely. I think they deserve it. There we go. A bit of modelling on the face. Cheekbones around the eyes. Just a hint on the curves, just a hint of décolletage. There we go. Fancy a little bit of hot pink in the background, why not? Make it a bit more energised. Just being a little bit playful with the finished colour, just, yeah, help it pop out a little bit again. Yeah, I'm happy with that. There we go. Phoenix meets Catwoman, courtesy of 1331 Events and Google Cloud. There you go. Hope the girls will be happy with this. See you on the next one.